again after another 3 months. Well, yeah, roughly 3 months. We last went in May, and it's end of July. So we went on the 2nd of May, and it's the 31st of July. So that's basically 3 months. And so we're back here at Egleton again. Lots of interesting birds to see. Last time we came, it was spring migration. Now it is sort of going into wax. That's what I meant, waxing, if that makes sense, because I know it moons. I honestly don't know, but with moons, when it gets bigger it waxes, when it gets smaller it wanes. But we're basically waxing into autumn migration now. It's the end of July / beginning of August, so that's the sort of birds you'd expect now, sort of rough, common sandpiper, green sandpiper, greenshank, and lots of other, like snipe, godwits. So I hope to see some of them as well today. So I'm actually here with a friend of mine today. He's from my new school. He's exactly the same age as me, into birds and music. It's quite amazing. Yeah, but I met him when I moved school in April, and we're like best friends since. So it's great. I can find some common with. So this is from the main gallery. We did see a couple of sedge warblers just flitting between the reeds. It's currently raining, but it was due to be a bit sunnier this afternoon later on, so we just hope that the weather forecast is right. And I can tell you we've got another heat wave coming soon. It's going to reach up to 36. We've just had 40 degrees heat wave, and now we're going to get to 36 again, so it's getting a bit tiresome with these heat waves in a couple of weeks. Oyster catcher, Zoe, feeding on the mud over there. Obviously, because it's been lots of heat recently, there's so much scrape exposed. These Egyptian geese here, and I just noticed a little common sandpiper just behind them. As you can see there, there's a very small little common sandpiper, and this is a ruff, or a reeve, a female ruff. But it's great to see one of them here as well. So yeah, there's a ruff. My friend hadn't seen a ruff before, so he was just rushed to the book straight away, right in. We've written a couple of birds in already. It's early in the morning, it's about 10 o'clock, and not many people have been here so far, but it only opened about an hour ago. Little egret. I can tell you I only saw one new bird today, and that's a Greenshank. When I first came here, it was a long time ago. Yeah, I saw, I think it's 7 or 8 new species, ages ago. 7 new species. This is the Redshank Hide. My friend said, because he's been there not as many times as me, about 3 or 4 times. He says this hide he usually always goes to this hide. He says he doesn't get much birds. You don't usually see that much from here, but we got a great white egret, so that's pretty good for today. And I usually sometimes skip this hide, because, well, I know I did last time, because, you know, the birds on Lagoon 4, you know, just Arctic terns, common terns, sandwich terns. Well, alright, so we've got a herring gull on here. Now we're just walking through the woodland path, and that should lead us to the Grebe Hide, which is the next hide along. We're going to try and visit most of the hides today, obviously not all of them, because that would take a while. We've got enough time to look at most of them. Less blackback gull. Saw a good, at least, maybe approaching 80 birds today. Gadwall and coot. One of the probably most common mixes today, Gadwall and coot. Great crested grebe and coot. And starlings on the scrape, which we've seen many times before. So we're going to the next hide, which is the Osprey Hide, and we hope to see not an osprey, but I do hope that there might be an Osprey on Lagoon 4. Okay, that's giving you a hint way too much. Okay, I'm going to spoil it for you. There is an Osprey on Lagoon 4 today. So we've seen multiple Ospreys. We saw one down Mountain Bay, and we saw another one. Not this side, but the next side. It's on Lagoon 4. Pretty wildflowers here, and you can see it's clouded over now and it's starting to rain. So we're just going to wait here to about maybe 20 minutes in there until the rain stopped. And we're just quickly rushing over to the other hide before, you know, the rain starts again. It didn't start again for the rest of the day. There is no more rain, and now I can tell you we saw better birds. Like, really much better. Apparently there are meant to be wood sandpipers on Lagoon 1, but, you know, we weren't lucky enough. This is a Sandpiper Hide. It's a great hide here, but unfortunately there's not much about, you know, usually on the scrape. I remember we've experienced this many times before on YouTube. There's all sorts of birds on the scrape, all sorts of waders, all sorts of birds, but this takes up all of it. This is just the same as seeing millions of birds on this scrape. It is an osprey, basically. Or I think of an osprey, an osprey equals maybe at least 20 rough. That's how amazingly special I think they are. You've also got a juvenile grey heron on the nearest scrape to us. Good to see some of them. Caught a fish, but dropped it. It dropped. Oh, I think it has. What? No, it still dropped it, and it's dropped it again, and it's dropped it again, and it is now got it. No, it's dropped it. Oh no, he's got it. It's just hard to see. It's a very small fish, maybe like a minnow or something. I'm up on my fish, so we're going to go up to the Shovel Hide. Dunlin Hide will give much the same view, so we're not going to go there. Passing this amazing apple tree. Remember last time we came to the Shovel Hide, this was, I believe, well, the first time we came there, sorry, that was in September, a long time ago. I don't know, was it a year ago or a couple of years ago? I think it was a year ago. When we came here, there were loads of waders. We saw snipe, we saw, what was the other one, lapwing. Those were the only birds I knew. Because I didn't have good binoculars, I didn't have a camera, I only had 30 times zoom binoculars. So here's a common sandpiper. So yeah, it was terrible when I first came here, I only saw snipe and lapwing. But we've got a common sandpiper here, and really, it's making me happy. Yeah, first time I came to this hide, it was great, but not good enough, because, I mean, we've got a snipe here, which is pretty decent, but, yeah, it's amazing. The snipe are actually my favourite bird, but, so it's great to see some of snipe over here. Nice, easy shots here. They're just so easy to take, you just snap your camera. What the hell? Just press your camera like crazy. Yeah, that still doesn't sound good, does it? No. But we've got lots of snipe here. There's at least 2 or 3. Well, 2 here. I don't know where the other one's gone. We've got a black-tailed godwit. Just one. Just one. And the lapwing and the black-tailed godwit over here. Also got avocet. Good to see some avocet here. There are 3 here today. One on the floor and 1 standing up. So there's 3 here, as well as some wildfowl. And now you can see there are some breaks in the clouds, and it's now starting to liven up a little bit more now. As we move on to the Buzzard Hide. So pretty good birds so far from the Shovel Hide. I don't know what it's going to be like from the Buzzard Hide, but we'll see. Now, Gargany today were reported on Lagoon 1, but I can tell you we saw them on Lagoon 3. You see those pale speckledy birds? Most of them are sleeping. They're female Gargany. Now, we've only seen Gargany a couple of times before. They're really super rare, but you can see there's a mix of teal here as well, and potchard and tufted duck and Gadwall and Mallard and all sorts of birds, but main focus is the what's it called, Gargany, and the great white egret. But we're going to check the Smew Hide out. Last time we came here, water was nearly up to the hide surface. It's like so much water. Now it's kind of a bit shallow. Remember when I came here in December, we saw a Redshank here, pretty decent. Got some common terns, the black tips on the bill. I can tell you we did see Arctic terns today, but that'll be maybe in another 10 or so minutes when we see that. Little egret just behind there. Not too much on the Smew Hide though. It's never been the best hide. I mean, when I came here in December, I did see Goosander as well from here. But apart from that, it's not really the best hide. Crake Hide. Last time I came here, it was terrible. There were 2 great crested grebes. Now, the Kingfisher also reported here. Sure, I'm getting all excited because there's a common Sandpiper here. Last time, no such thing as a common Sandpiper here. And look at this. Egrets having a scrap, but 1, 2, 3, 4 egrets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 egrets. We did count 7 egrets, so here's another one. So that's another egret. So 5 egrets. So that I can tell you we did see 7 in total. But there are 2 common Sandpipers here, actually. So I can tell you, this hide when we came last time was disgraceful, but when we came this time it was beautiful. Just look at that common Sandpiper. They really are common. Anyway, we're just having lunch in here now, watching the egrets having a scrap. Beautiful plants, and I think some blackberries and blackbirds. This is a long way away though, but that's a female just there. So we can move on. Sun's beaming down on us. It's a lovely 24 degrees. Or was it 23? Yeah, I can tell you. I've taken up a recent hobby now, and that is meteorology and weather, as well as birds. Don't worry, I'm not losing birds. I ain't ever losing birds. But as well as that, I got blue tit, chaffinch, female, on the floor there. Lots of seeds on the floor actually. Lucky birds. Juvenile Dunnock. This one probably born this year actually, to be honest. Now, but yeah, you're gonna go to the other side now, and this is the Woodpecker Hide. I haven't been here since my first visit, and the feeders were topped up. Then we saw lots of sparrows and finches and tits. But today, well, we'll see what it is like. And let's see if the feeders are topped up. No, they are not. So we're going to move on. Oh dear. To the Mallard Hide now. Lagoon 1. Maybe we'll see some wood Sandpiper or whatever rarities on Lagoon 1. Can't see the rough or the common Sandpiper. This actually looks like a salt marsh for a little bit. I'm just saying, but it just does actually just look a bit like that. Look at all this mud. Lack of waders. We've got great white egret though, but Lagoon 1's pretty full though, in terms of wildfowl and gulls and all of that. We have got a lapwing over there and Egyptian geese, but apart from that it's kind of empty. So we're then going to move on to the next hide, which is the Snipe Hide. Pretty much going to every single hide here, apart from 2. We miss a bit in Unplover, but you know. Oh well. Nothing good reported there, but maybe we should have gone. I don't know. They look over the same lagoons as the other one, so it wouldn't have been anything different. This is the wet meadow, it's pretty empty. All apart from this is a little egret and a great white egret on the same scrape, so you know, 2 egrets. 2 egrets isn't that bad actually, 2 different egrets. Lucky people who have seen 3 egrets in a row. Imagine seeing Bitter and a grey heron, a little egret, a cattle egret, a glossy ibis and a great white egret, all on one lake. They'll probably be the luckiest person alive. Anyway, the sun's beating down on us now. It's actually quite humid. We've got the Harrier Hide now, Lagoon 1. The humidity must be above 50%. It's really quite warm now. Look at all of this mud. It's just rocks and stones and just nothingness. Because everything's evaporated. But these cute are certainly having a blast. And this cormorant. There's some sort of rope there, I don't know why. But this green sandpiper doesn't seem to be taking notice of anything. It's just there. It's just like a statue. Oh, it has moved. But yes, we've got a green sandpiper there. I always think about this. Sandpipers are my favourite. I love waders, but sandpipers are probably my second favourite birds. I totally messed that up. But birds, yes. I think, yeah, they're pretty cute. Pretty cool. And it's great to see this one. I mean, everything matches up. Just look at green sandpiper in your bird book, and you will see that matches. Just does. Now we're going to go to the, what's it called, the Fieldfare Hide. I remember when we went last time, it was just water, and we went the time before that, we saw a green sandpiper there. I've no clue what this feather is, but we're walking to the Fieldfare Hide. So I first came here in February this year. It was amazing. We saw a green sandpiper, which I said was a common sandpiper in my video, but then I corrected it in the description. And when we came in May, there was just wildfowl, and now, so it looks like, it's just crazy. Anyway, right now we've just got some, you know, usual old ducks. Over here's some mallard and that lot. Swans. Thought it was an egret actually, but from a distance, but it's actually a mute swan. Also lots of wildfowl on the Rutland water, and a few grebes actually. Also grebes today. This is actually on the main Rutland water. Just looks over. I think it's South Arm 3 or 2. I think it's 3. Cormorant on this island. I'm at full zoom, so it's. I am filming with a tripod today. I haven't done that in a while, so I thought, you know, I may get back to my tripod. Lots of swans as well, so basically lots of everything at this hide. Pretty much, it's lots of everything. Lots of coots, and where are we going next? I believe it's the Gadwall Hide, and then it's the Goldeneye Hide. I kept thinking for some reason earlier today it was the other way round, but it's the Gadwall Hide first. Alright, so I think my friend, he's got a camera, it's only got like 20 times zoom, but he's going to make a video of this. I'm going to put mine on YouTube, he's going to put his on YouTube, so we're going to share with each other. I think his actually includes a video of me in it, because he kept videoing me, and I kept getting in the way apparently. But that's the same with him, I had to delete all my videos with him in it, because, you know, it's going to waste uploading time, and waste my storage. I have a terabyte on my computer, but you know, it's like so not much from the Gadwall Hide. We'll check out the Goldeneye Hide now, which apparently 2 sandlings were seen there recently. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. That was a few days ago, or a couple of days ago, but it was definitely not this recently. But so South Arm 1, this is. And I believe it looks like there are some waders out there, like including common sandpiper, which really are kind of common. They're really common. Oh jeez. We've also got lapwing, and this is the hide where we saw the Arctic terns from. At first, earlier I said they're at 10 minutes 41 seconds. I said, I still remember that for some reason. I said, oh, Arctic terns will be another 10 minutes. Yeah, this is the Arctic tern, so it's not exactly 10 minutes, but it's 9 minutes, so I thought it was longer than that, but oh well. A minute makes a difference, apparently, according to the Arctic terns. So yeah, we're going to share each other's video. So he's got a video, which I will link in my description. Well, that's really assuming he's going to make a video, because he told me he's going to make a video, like, at Egleton, when we met. But he said he's going to try and make a video out of it, but then, you know, we'll see. I'll just message him later and see if he's gonna make a video, because I am. Let's see if he can keep up his bargain. Oh, we're gonna check out the Robin Hide again, because we have to. No robins this time, but I'll tell you what, we have got. I'm glad this pond hasn't actually evaporated. We have got a great hit in the trees up there, though. This pond hasn't evaporated though, which I'm quite surprised about. So we're going to walk down Lax Hill to a few more hides, and then I think that will be the end of this visit. It's a tremendous visit. I'm going to London next weekend, so that will be the 5th, 6th and 7th of August. Here's a brown hare, beautiful bird. Yeah, and we're going to go to stop off at a few parks there, you know, like St James's Park, Green Park, Hyde Park, and what's the other one? Richmond? No, we're not going to Richmond. No. Anyway, we're going to go down Lax Hill, and that's going to go all the way down to Heron Bay, Lagoon 8, where we saw Smew in February, and nothing in May. Lagoon 8 is not the best lagoon, but, you know, I think it depends what season it is. But this is the sheep, so we're just gonna slowly walk down because there's some sheep here that really look like they want to have a scrap with you. So I think we're gonna walk down very carefully and not bump into any of these aggressive sheep. Now I just shouted at the sheep, "You want a scrap?" and it just stomped its foot. Obviously, I know it didn't hear me because they speak sheep. And it's probably just a coincidence or something, stomping its foot, but that was hilarious. Look, that sheep actually looked like it's the sort of sheep who would want a scrap. Also, we saw a few sheep that are unfortunately lame, but, you know, they're sheep. So, this is the Kingfisher Hide. It's all set up for kingfishers. Kingfisher's just a bit fussy, you know. It's got all the posts and everything, you know, all the sort of stuff that kingfishers like, but kingfishers are a bit fussy here now. Never actually seen a kingfisher at Rutland water. I've only seen them at Kent. I have got a video of them. We just saw a couple of blue flashes. Not common at all. But we're now going to move on to, was it the Wigeon or the Heron? We always usually do the Wigeon before the Heron, but it really depends on what mood I'm in. But today I'm in a good mood, so we're going to do the Wigeon and then the Heron. Right. So we've got a little lapwing on here. I've never seen this much lapwing on this particular part of Rutland water. I've mainly just seen all the lapwing on the scrapes. This is a bit different. It's great to see some of these. I think I might have seen a starling or two. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I have actually. A little black little what's it here? Starlings. I believe that is one of the hides at Linden. I don't know which one. That's the shallow water there, but this is a pied wagtail. My friend thought it was a grey wagtail and it got me excited, but I'm not good. I haven't seen a grey wagtail for a long time, but oh well. So my friend also spotted these great white egrets, so we've done well with that currently. He spotted a couple of them, and then both of us were just surprised how like other great white egrets were just coming out of the stones, just like there's now five great white egrets and 6 little egrets. We're doing well for egrets, because last time we didn't see a single great white egret and we saw like 2 little egrets. I think we now know that August pretty much is a good season for egrets. I don't know about cattle egrets, but here's an osprey on the post again. It's great to see an osprey. I think this is the last visit where we came to Rutland water this year where we actually didn't see an osprey. So, you know, I don't think we're going to see, because we might come next in October, and that's not really osprey month at all. They should be. If they're still here in October, then there's something wrong with them, because they should be back in Africa. So this is the Heron Hide now, I've already said. Pretty much same views, but unfortunately you can't see the osprey because the banks are in the way. The banks are in the way in the trees, so I always thought it was the other way around. But oh well. I've learnt. We still saw some interesting wildfowl from here. So now I'm going to go to 360 degrees hide. I believe this is the last hide of the day. And I think there's a couple of interesting birds from here. I can tell you we have seen little grebes from here. And I don't know if we're in the same luck today. But we've got lapwing here. Grey lag geese. Mute swan. 360-degree hide has never failed to disappoint us. It's always a good Lagoon 5. And next I spotted this Greenshank. I first thought it was a green sandpiper. I'm at full zoom, so it's really kind of difficult. My friend was like, I'll just leave it, but it's a Greenshank. I thought it was a green sandpiper at first, but yeah, it's definitely a green shank, because it's got green shanks and not curved bill, so it's a green shank. And there's 2 of them, so that's really good. So I've never seen a Greenshank, he's never seen a Greenshank, so he's seen about 6 new birds today. Yeah, I think we counted them up at the end, so he's seen 6 new birds, I've only seen 1 new bird. And this is another new bird he's seen, hasn't seen, sorry, he has not seen a little grebe yet. I first saw my little grebe when I first ever came here, and that was last September. And then I saw them again when I came in February, and then so I've seen them 3 times so far here. I've also seen them at Spurn, and I can't remember where else, but I've seen them at quite a few places. So we're going to go ahead back now to looking at these angry goats, or rams. Not full blue sky, but you know, currently on the day of filming, it is 29 degrees out here. So when I went, this is 39. 39? What the hell? It's the 31st of July, it's only about 24, but outside it's 29 degrees, because we're in for another heat wave. And this Saturday, because it's currently Tuesday the 9th of August, where I'm recording the voiceover, outside this Saturday it's going to be 35 degrees at our home, and 36 somewhere else. But we've got some black-tailed godwits, more of them this time. It's actually pretty warm, pretty that warm, because my room actually, in the morning when the sun looks at it, but it's going to reach 29 today, so we're in for a treat. My comfortable degrees is about 28, 29, but you know, I'm not happy with 31 or 32, because that gets a bit too warm. Poor people in Baghdad, it's 50 today. You know, part of my meteorology thing, I like checking out weather of different places. Baghdad has certainly been the hottest. It's 50 degrees today, and because you know it's in the Middle East, it's hot, but it's in Iraq, so it's hot. But we're gonna, I think, head off now. It's been a wonderful day today at Egleton, so I think we're gonna. I'm out of breath for non-stop half an hour, nearly half an hour, but I will now see you at London, Hyde Park, St James's Park, the great parks of London. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will link my friend's video in the description if he makes a video. If you don't see a link, it's not made. It's later in the day now. I just showed a picture of the grey heron from the Sandpiper Hide. I'd like to add stuff. The music played in this video is actually written by me. I love music, and I'm focusing on my grade 7 clarinet and piano, and currently the music in this piece is written by me. It's called Symphony No.2. It's just the first 4 or 5 minutes, yeah, about 4.5 minutes of my Modern Symphony No.2 in C# minor. So I thought I might put that on quite quietly so you can hear that. But if you're just wondering what the music is, it's totally written by me. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed filming it, and I've enjoyed just being there. So I should hopefully see you at London Hyde Park. And look at my other channel, which is Isha Austin, my music